It's been a minute since I've done one of these videos. Essentially, I am right before the end of the game. And to summarize this video, Fire Emblem Fates Conquest is a hard game. I am playing on normal mode, I am still dying a lot, and the last sprint towards the end where you're fighting through all your family members is hard. And by family members, I mean the ones in Hoshido. So, definitely hard. I have heard people play this on lunatic mode, and I've read a little bit of how they do that, and I cannot imagine. I just can't. So last time I did a video, I had gotten through all the paralogs, I had gotten the kids. The kids ended up being the bulk of the army, just like Awakening. They ended up being the bulk of the army because they are pretty good. Sigbert actually better than expected. Silas's kid, very, very specific in what she is useful. She managed to take out Yago because she could basically hit mages really, really hard because I can't hit her, and she's got strength enough to hit them really bad. So killed Iago dead. So that was her only purpose apparently, was to just do that and get killed numerous times otherwise. So there have been some hard stages. There's stage 20, I believe, where there's high winds that push you all over the map unless you control them. And I did a pretty good job of controlling them, so that wasn't too bad for me. There was another level where you had to cross a big chasm, and there were like launchers there that could take out your flying units, and just a very difficult spot where enemies were lined up in such a way that if you approached them, they wouldn't approach you. They were basically defending a defensive position, and you couldn't take them out fast enough. So I actually had to fly my people across the chasm and then sneak around that way. I felt kind of dirty doing that, but that one was pretty darn hard. I took a few times just to do that one. It must have been 4th or 5th try. There was another battle after that where they just kept sending flying units at you, to the point where they would pick off your, they would send flying units at you, and they would slow your ground units down as well. So if you wanted to counteract that, you would super speed up the rest of their army. So eventually I just kind of had to I had to take pieces out of their army, and I figured it out eventually. It took a while, it took a few tries. So I get to the final boss of the game, chapter 27. Chapter 27 is when your dad, King Garen, is eventually revealed to be a monster. So, again, this has another defensive position where enemies hit you at the same spot, and there's like 3 or 4 that are just designed to be right there and hit really hard, and it seemed almost impossible. I think I just lucked my way through it. King Garen, basically you had to use Corrin. It was designed to do it. He could one-shot some of my other units, even other really good units. He could just one-shot them, so there was no point using them. But get through that, go through all the story stuff, get to the true end game, which has basically a boss unit that's sending a wave of energy at you, and you have to like put up a shield, and that seemed pretty simple. That didn't seem so bad, but those reinforcers just hit you all at the same time, and I actually I lost a character and just let the rest of the turn go to see how many characters I would lose in that turn. I lost 3. I lost 3 in the enemy's attacking turn. So I'm playing classic mode, and I go back to the menu screen, and I realize that there's no save between chapter 27 and the end game. So if you're trying to get through with all your characters, yeah, you have to play chapter 27 again. You have to play chapter 27 again. I was like, okay, that's really, really annoying, but I don't know if they wanted to do that to keep the drama intact of the story, or if it was just a true challenge, or that pissed me off. But I did actually try again, and one of my best characters, Mozu, who can hit really, really hard, but she still is weak under certain circumstances. Her stats are almost, her main stats are maxed out at this point. She's a good character. She is probably one of my best characters. Ended up being. I think she got killed by a sniper and something else. So I am giving myself one more try to get through this double level gauntlet. The crazy lunatic people have said that the chapter 27 with the main boss, you'd think, is simple and it shouldn't be that difficult. And to them, I say, congratulations, you are way better at this game than I am. I'm giving myself one more try, and then I think I'm just maybe gonna say, like, that's it. So cross your fingers.